Welcome to Banana Anne's True Crime Talks 12 Days of Crimeas. For most of us, Christmas time is a time of love, joy, and laughter. But for a minority, this season has been shattered into something more suited for Halloween. My 12 Days of Crimeas videos will look at crimes on or around Christmas that has left a forever lasting darkness on what should be the most wonderful time of the year. Day 6, a merry Scottish Christmas stabbing. The Melissa Young case. On the 25th of December 2013, Alan Williamson, 47, visited Melissa Young in her flat in Glenure Edinburgh. Melissa was a friend of sorts, but their friendship was incredibly strained. In early 2013, Melissa had accused Alan of stealing her house keys. She confronted him, cornering him at knife point. In fear, Alan jumped from the balcony, landing in the back garden. It is unknown whether Melissa invited Alan to her home because she had Christmas gifts for him. Christmas gifts that included a pair of unisex trainers and a 2014 calendar from the Sun newspaper. This is a calendar with page 3 glamour models posing in underwear or somewhere. For whatever reason, Alan refused the gifts, which seemed to cause a great meltdown with Melissa. Melissa first called 999, claiming Alan refused to leave. But Alan was heard yelling in the background, "Let me out." After this call, Melissa, high on heroin, marijuana, as well as, according to toxicology reports, 14 different prescription drugs, 2 other recreational drugs, an incredibly high blood alcohol level, and she had also inhaled some sort of solvents on that day. In her heightened state, she grabbed a 6-inch kitchen knife and started stabbing Alan. She stabbed him 29 times. Alan had 12 wounds to his arms, so defensive, 12 wounds to his chest, and 5 to his legs. Pronounced injury to his left lung, his heart, diaphragm, stomach, pancreas, and spleen, in addition to transection of the femoral artery. Melissa called 999 a second time and said she stabbed somebody 7 times. She said, "I'm psychiatric. Can you take me to the Royal Infirmary Hospital, please?" Later, she would ask police to take her to a different psychiatric institution, Carstairs. When police turned up at her property, Melissa's hands were saturated in blood. She was quoted saying, "The power it gave me was amazing." She also said that the Archangel Saint Michael had possessed her body as an instrument of God to punish the unclean demon. Now, Alan was no saint. He had been incarcerated and served 6 years in jail for the attempted rape of a woman in Uphall, West Lothian. But this wasn't the reason she killed him. Potentially was a reason that she said what she said about the demon. She stated that had he accepted her gifts, she would never have stabbed him. Melissa pled not guilty by reasons of diminished capacity due to abnormality of mind. She would also be diagnosed with a narcissistic personality, historic personality, antisocial personality, and borderline personality disorder. Although the disorders explained a lot with previous shoplifting, volatile behaviour, drug use. 6 specialist psychiatrists stated she was manipulative and prone to using psychiatric symptoms as a get out of jail free card. Judge Lord Boyd sentenced Melissa to 20 years to life for the murder in August 2014. He said she showed no remorse. In fact, she told the courts she was indifferent to his death. On June the 3rd, 2014, Melissa's sentence was increased by 6 months after she assaulted a prison guard, Officer Henson, at Corton Vale Prison, all over a disagreement of cigarettes, and she would not return to herself. In February 2015, she appealed her lengthy sentence but failed to get the sentence cut. So Alan was murdered because he refused to accept the gifts or not liked the gift enough. Rest in peace to Alan. He may have done wrong things in the past, but he did not deserve to meet the untimely death that he did. And rest in peace to him. Sorry, I already said that. My thoughts and condolences to his family, friends, and anyone that is affected by this case. She is locked up. She will remain locked up. Thank you for getting this far. Please drop me a follow for day 7, which will be later on today. My apologies, I've not been up for making any videos as of late. Not been feeling too good. Please do drop me a follow and maybe a little like and comment. I would love to hear your thoughts on this case. Another incredibly tragic case again on Christmas Day, all because somebody refused the gifts they were given. Until day 7, which will be later on today,